Batman number 15, written by Scott Snyder, art by Greg Capullo. This is the next part of Death of the Family, and last issue we left off with Batman and Joker at the reservoir, and Joker says, I know who the entire Bat family is. So we pick up in that same spot. Batman has some narration saying like, hey, everyone has little things they can't control about their body. And he gets into pupils and how they expand and they retract, and there's all these different ways to read pupils. But the Joker's pupils don't react. They're always just pinpricks, and it's very unnerving. So we see Joker, he's recounting his claim, like, yep, I know who everyone is under the mask, and I'm going to be coming after all of them in the next few days. So read those tie-ins. And Batman's like, Joker, you're sick, man. And he's like, yep, definitely. And then the police show up, led by Harvey Bullock. And Joker's like, hey, Harv, I was wondering where you were. I thought I was going to snap your neck in the first issue, but best to do it now. And Harvey Bullock's like, okay, how about this instead? Snipers, are you trained on the Joker? And they're ready to open up fire on Joker pretty much. Batman tells him, like, don't involve the police. Whatever you're doing, don't involve this between you and me. And Joker just makes a call on a phone, and all of a sudden all the police cars explode. And in all the chaos and everything like that, Batman, he busts out of the restraints and he leaps after Joker. He gets caught up in an explosion, but continues to leap his way through and punch Joker in the face. And he's like, all right, so here's what's going to happen. You're going to tell me where Alfred is, and then I'm going to hurt you a lot. And Joker's like, I can't do that yet. Alfred's going to be the one serving our dinner between you, me, and the rest of the Bat Brats. So I still need him. Also, you just punched me with your bare hand. And it turns out the Joker had a paralytic toxin on his skin. So that when Batman punched him, he would start freezing up. So at that point, Joker frees himself from Batman's grip and says, like, so you're officially invited to the dinner. Here's your invite. And he kicks Batman in the face and sends him down into the waters below. So then we have Bruce waking up, and the Bat family is all around him. Except it's out of costume. It's just the normal people. And they're like, Bruce, hey, good thing you're awake. We caught Joker. Yeah, when he tried to escape off the bridge, Jason Todd here, the Red Hood, he got him. And we found Alfred. He was totally safe and sound in the storage container. So literally the whole arc's done now. And Batman's like, wow, that's weird. Anyway, can I see Alfred? And they're like, yeah, sure. Hey, Alfred, come on in. And Alfred comes in, and he is wearing his own face the same way the Joker wore his, and he starts swinging an axe at Bruce. And of course, it's all just a nightmare sequence. So then Bruce actually wakes up. He's still in his bat outfit, but this time the rest of the Bat family is there in costume, and they're like, hey man, why does the Joker say he knows who we are? And Batman's like, he doesn't. He's just trying to get to you. This is all just one of his games. And they're like, right. Okay, but why did he take Alfred if he doesn't know who we are? And they're like, oh, it's because Alfred is part of Batman. I told Nightwing this last time. Bruce Wayne, Batman Incorporated, it all leads back to Alfred. It fits. And Nightwing's like, yeah, you said that, but you also left out some certain stuff. For instance, Joker mentioned something about a special secret that you were keeping from us. Want to fill us in? And Batman tells them all the story of way back before any of the Robins. Batman was fighting Joker on a blimp, like that he was going to gas the city with. And he knocked Joker off the blimp and stopped it before it could gas the city. But when he went back to get the Joker, who was knocked into the water, he couldn't find him anywhere. And he was so pissed off that he lost the Joker. He went home in the Bat boat, and he came up and he's just like, I'm going to bed. And he went up. And when he came back down to the cave just a few hours later, he noticed that there was a Joker card in the Batboat. And that a replica of that is the Joker card that he keeps in the Batcave nowadays. And they're like, so Joker was in the Batcave. And they're like, no. The card just like must have come off of my costume or something. It must have been an adhesive. He didn't make it into the Batcave. And they're like, well, how do you know? And it's like, because I have all these sensors, and there were like miles of caves, and literally he would have had to hold on to the Batboat 50 miles per hour underwater for miles. It is impossible. And they're like, yeah, because the Joker's never done anything impossible before. Seriously, though, could he know who we are? And it's like, no, he doesn't know who we are. This conversation's done. I'm out. And everyone's like pissed at Bruce now because he's the one causing the rift right now because he's keeping secrets from his family, things that the Joker knows. So yeah, they're all a little bit angry. And that all goes into their tie-ins. So Batman, he recounts, he's like, all right, Joker's been planning this for a year. He doesn't really have many entry points that I can break into. However, he used a phone at the reservoir, and using some signal tracking stuff, I traced the number to this phone that was bought from the store, and using security cameras, I got the guy who bought it. And he busts into this guy's house, and he's having a family dinner, and he's like, why'd you buy Joker the phone, man? And he's like, he was blackmailing me. He said he would kill my whole family. He said he would kill all of our families. He's like, what do you mean all of our families? And it turns out that this guy is a guard at Arkham. And without Batman's knowing, for the past year, Joker has been threatening all of the guards at Arkham who have families that they will all be killed. So he's been sending them home and telling them, pretend like everything's okay, while he does some major construction work deep inside Gotham. And Batman had no knowledge that any of this was happening. So he then parks his car, walks up to Arkham, and heads inside. And then we get the mirror of that opening section of the pupils. He's like, yep, there was only one time I saw the Joker's pupils move, and that was when they were expanding, as if he was in love. So, yeah, that's the issue. I enjoy it. I think it's a solid one. I think this is where it gets into the idea of the family. Like Joker's been saying this whole time of, oh, I'm going to come after all you think. And yeah, in the tie-ins, it has been that going on. But if you were just reading this particular arc, this is how it starts to be the, okay, they're not trusting Bruce now. And Bruce recognizes that this is all part of Joker's play to sow this distrust. So it is getting there. Art-wise, I think it's creative, but also it's just kind of whatever. Like, it's nothing too fantastic this time. There's no moment that's like really incredible. The only thing I will give it is the scene where he's recounting the blimp. It looks like it's almost a different artist, but it's still Greg Capullo, so it's got a different style to it that feels a bit more Silver Agey, but it feels good. So yeah, overall, I'm gonna give this one, I'll give it a 7.5. It's just kind of like it's forwarding things, it's getting things around it. It's more so setting up what it feels like for a big sort of crazy set piece issue with the Arkham stuff next time. So we'll see how that flies out. But yeah, this time I'll give it a 7.5.